three of you for that leadership. When my family moved to Lancaster, I was 16 and in my last year of high school. Warrington was the Boston store. Only banks and law offices were in operation in the city, closing at 5 p.m., leaving a ghost town behind until the next morning at 8 a.m. You see the renaissance now in Lancaster, and especially in Lancaster City. Through all those years, Latinos never left. They moved into the city and rescued the city and that ghost town. Our humble one-bedroom apartment in the 400 block of South Queen Street, where my mother, my brothers, and I share our first Thanksgiving dinner in Lancaster, and saw snow for the first time, was the beginning of a remarkable, unpredictable journey. I have lived now more time in Lancaster County than in my native Puerto Rico. From Penn State to my cultural, social, economic, and political involvement, this slogan of Lancaster County has shaped my identity and my decisions: faith, family, and community. I share this with you today as a way to reflect on our similarities, on our love for Lancaster, and on our gratitude. As I know it is also a reflection of the more than 60,000 Latinos who call Lancaster County home. From that one-bedroom apartment on South Queen Street to the governor's office, I have much to be grateful to this place and to its people. There are over 60 million Latinos in the United States today, with almost 1 million residing in Pennsylvania. With a collective purchasing power of more than $1.7 trillion and an expected 32 million Latinos casting their votes in November, this community is an integral part to the future prosperity of our nation, state, county, and city. This celebration today does more than some lines in county official proclamations, my friends. It celebrates our worthiness, our dignity, and our sense of belonging to Lancaster County. Commissioners, please know we are deeply grateful for your constant and steady leadership in recognizing the contributions of Latinos, in integrating our voices to your policies, and in embracing our rich cultures and diverse community. I conclude by saying this: we are working hard to open in Washington, D.C., the Museum of the American Latino. And I hope that in that museum, we also have the rich history of Latinos and Hispanic from Lancaster County. May God bless Lancaster County, and happy National Hispanic Heritage Month to the more than 530,000 fellow Lancastrians. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. That was a very moving speech. Does anybody else have any comments? Or?
You know, if you allow me, I will introduce who's here with us today. Sarita Erasme from the Dominican Republic. She worked for Charles Snyder Funeral Home. Rosa Marti, a small business owner. Eliel Garcia, who works for a jewelry store, but is also a member of the board of directors of the Boys and Girls Club. Deborah Gonzalez, who used to be one of your employees, and now works for Hospice of Lancaster County. We have the publisher, president, and CEO of the largest Latino newspaper in central Pennsylvania, that hopefully she will cover this event for us and put Lancaster on the map outside of the city. We have Claudia Galdames Duran, and you all know Claudia as the manager of Radio Centro. And we have Susana Cortina, who is an immigration lawyer, and more than just an immigration lawyer, native of Puerto Rico, right here in Lancaster County. So, anybody want to say a few words?
I would like to say thank you.
Can you come up to the mic so we can get you on the podcast?
We the people send your constitution. We the Hispanic are grateful to be here, to be recognized, to be able to celebrate for a month, and we say 365 days here in Lancaster. We, the Dominican people, want to say thank you to you and your community that you represent, our community now, and embracing the love that you give us every day, and also the gratitude for us and the effort that we do to be here in the community, invest, work, and be proud of being part of the Lancaster County. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you here.
And if I may, we also have Gregory Carvajal, who is a young Latino getting involved now, a graduate of possibly the greatest university in the world, Penn State. As a proud Penn Stater, I have to say that.
Did you say that because I was an alumni?
So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Any comments? Okay, commissioners, comments?
Well, I'll just say, and thank you, Norman, that was a great speech, and I really appreciate that, especially what we're going through the last several months. You know, as I reflect back on my life, my career, just I've had the privilege, quite frankly, and the honor to work with many different people, different cultures and backgrounds, and I will never forget the times where I worked with Latinos. I spent 22 years in the military. Some of the memories I have of that, quite frankly, come to mind as I'm sitting here thinking, listening to everything. When I spent time in the National Guard, I was training, the last part of my career was training folks to go over and fight. I'll never forget the time we had some National Guard members from Puerto Rico and spent some time with them. And I am the better person for it because of the dedication I saw to duty, to the country, and just telling me stories and things about Puerto Rico and about things that they've done in their lives and why they chose to be a part of the military and to fight for our country was just truly inspiring. And then not long ago, I spent time at LHOP, as you know, and I had the privilege of working with some really great people. Half of my staff were Latino and Latina. And it was just a really good time because you got to see the dedication to the community there and how folks really wanted to help one another. And regardless of race, it was about helping the community. So that's a part of what I know and think of when I think of Hispanics and Latinos in terms of my interaction with folks in my career. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for all that Latinos and Latinos in our community.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Norman, I just want to say thank you. I've said this before at previous meetings. You make this day special. You and all the folks that you've brung with you over the years to help celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month is what makes this day special. It shows that you care about your community, that you want to be involved in your community. I've said at previous meetings that this is all about celebrating diversity. I personally am a big proponent of diversity. I believe diversity makes us stronger, not weaker. But as you correctly pointed out in your remarks, we are more similar than we are different. And sometimes we let those superficial differences have too much of an impact on what we do in our community. And this is one way to help break down those barriers and celebrate our community in all its glory. And you help us do that every year. So without you and the other folks that have attended over the years, this proclamation would just be a piece of paper. And for that, I just wanted to say thank you because it's because of you that helps make this day special. So thank you again, and I look forward to next year. And hopefully you will be willing to once again join us for the celebration of National Hispanic Heritage Month in 2021. I do want to point out one thing. Norman, over the years, we've talked about how the numbers change in this proclamation. And I don't know if you noticed, but you might have. We've once again updated the numbers here, both in terms of the number of Hispanics that are living here in Lancaster County, in the United States, and veterans who have served. So it just goes to show the continuing impact of the Hispanic community in this great nation. So thank you again.
Thank you, and I don't think I can add too much to your speech, Norman. It was eloquent as usual, but truly appreciate having the opportunity to recognize the Hispanic community. I'm going to point out the incredible number, 1.275 million Hispanic veterans, which just goes to show the patriotism of this community and and the amazing dedication over the years since the founding of this country. So just appreciate it. Thank you all for honoring us with your presence today. Thank you for allowing us to do this every year. And if you are inclined, we'd love to get a picture.